Hey y'all, I'm Kara Schultneck, your Waccamaw River Keeper, and today I'm going to tell you how to collect your swim guide sample. We're really grateful that all of our volunteers are going to be helping us with swim guide this summer. Swim guide is a really important way that we let people know whether or not the river is safe for swimming.
Swim Guide is basically Yelp for swimming. It's a way to find out whether there are beaches near you that are safe for swimming on the river. You can view the results for your local river landing at theswimguide.org or download the app. The results are easy to understand as they follow a simple color coordinated scale, with green meaning that the site passed the water quality standard, red meaning the site failed the water quality standard, and gray meaning that there is no current data available for that site. This summer, we are asking you, our Waccamaw volunteer water quality monitors, to assist us with Swim Guide. During the next 4 sampling dates throughout the summer, you will collect an extra sample for us, which we will then get from you and analyze for our Swim Guide results. Our Swim Guide results are based on the EPA standard for contact recreation in freshwater. This standard uses E. coli as the fecal indicator bacteria and states that the concentration should not exceed 235 mpn for 100 milliliters. These reports are reported every Friday via our social media, email, and on the Swim Guide app. Now let's go over how to sample. First thing we're going to do is go over what all is in your Swim Guide kit.
In your swim guide kit, you will find everything you need to do your swim guide monitoring while you're doing your volunteer monitoring this summer. In your kit, you will have 4 pre-labeled bags that have the date of sampling as well as your site name. There's a pre-labeled bottle in the bag as well as a pair of gloves. You'll have 4 of those for each day of sampling, as well as an extra, which has 2 extra bottles and some extra gloves, as well as extra baggies. You'll also find a Sharpie and a pen. You'll have a folder that has all of the information you need to know about the Swim Guide program, as well as a full page with instructions on how to collect your Swim Guide sample. In this folder, you'll also find your pre-filled Swim Guide data sheets, which already have the date, the sample ID, and your location put into the Swim Guide data sheet. You'll just need to fill this out. You'll also have a new sampling pole with a Swim Guide sampler attachment. This attachment is specifically for Swim Guide bottles, and we'll show you how to use that today.
Now we're ready to learn how to sample. Sampling is completed in 6 simple steps. Sampling procedure can be found on the 4th page in your Swim Guide packet for reference. Step 1 is to prepare to collect your sample. Select the bag from your kit that is pre-labeled with the correct date and location of sampling. Remove everything from the bag and set it to the side. You can now put on your gloves. For this sample collection, we always wear gloves because we are sampling for E. coli and need to keep the sample bottle sterile. This helps us ensure accurate results. Step 2 is to prepare your sample bottle. Place your sample bottle in the new sampling attachment and tighten the wing nut until it is tight around the sample bottle. This might take a little while since your sample attachments are new. Make sure that's tight enough that you can't pull the bottle out. You can now remove the seal around the top of the lid, as well as remove the lid or wait till you get to the water to remove your lid. Step 3 is to collect your sample. Your pole can be extended if you need a longer reach, or you can use it unextended to collect your sample. Submerge the bottle into the water at your regular sampling site to collect your sample. Once you've done so, you can remove it from the sampling attachment on your pole. Make sure not to touch the top of the sampling bottle because it needs to remain sterile. Make sure that your bottle is filled past the 100 milliliter line, but that you leave some room at the top for mixing. Step 4 is to store your sample. Replace the lid on your sample bottle. Make sure that it is tight and sealed and won't leak. Then place the bottle into the pre-labeled sampling bag that it came in. You'll then store your sample in the bag on ice in your cooler until you can get it to the hub location. You can now remove your gloves. Step 5 is to complete the data sheet. The swim guide data sheet is a really simple data sheet, but be sure to record the time of your sample collection. This should be similar to your bacteria and turbidity sample time. Also include the initials of the sampler and the scribe for the swim guide sample. Take a few seconds to record site conditions as you would on your regular data sheet. This helps us better understand what was going on when the swim guide sample was taken. Also record any important observations or notes. Step 6 is to take your sample to a hub. After you've completed your sampling, you can take your sample to one of our 4 hubs throughout the watershed. Make sure that you deliver your sample and data sheet to the hub before noon on your sampling day to ensure that we meet hold times and get accurate results. There are 4 hub locations throughout the watershed, and more information about these hubs can be found on the second page of your swim guide packet. There will be a cooler for your sample and a folder for your data sheets at each hub. Remember, make sure to drop off your samples by noon on sampling day.
And that's it. That's all you have to do to help us with Swim Guide. We will report the results every Friday through our social media and our emailed report, and you can look them up for yourself at theswimguide.org or download their app to check it out. Thank you for all your help. We really appreciate you. We couldn't do Swim Guide without you.